Hello guys, and welcome here to the Hitachi Truck Series. This is race number 14A. Keep this in mind, 14A. There are two race 14s here at the Eldora Speedway. Today we present to you the Eldora Dirt Derby. I'm Brian James here in the booth with you today. Starting on the pole will be Alexander Rowan at number 21, and to his outside will be that number 09. That is Daniel Bouchard, who is one of our one-off guys in this race. But, of course, that won't stop him from looking for a truck win. Keep this in mind. We only have half of the regular field in this race. So there are 18 full-time drivers in this race. This is the top 18 in the points. So if you don't know who's in this race, please go back to the last race and look at positions 1 through 18. If you want to know who's in race B, which will be in a couple hours from now, look down at 19 through 36. And of course, I believe we posted the entry lists on Discord as well. So the one-off guys that are in this race, they are also posted on Discord. We want to thank our one race contract drivers for joining, but they add a whole new complexity to this race. Of course, after today, we only have 2 more races until the postseason begins, the Hitachi Truck Playoffs. We do not have a playoff picture today. I'm sorry. I wanted to do it, but with the 2 races going on, I don't want to, it's just a lot of work. So we will have a playoff update in race number 15. But these one-off drivers, they can complicate the picture because they can come in here and win a race. Okay, they could very well come in here and win a race. The guys in the later race, positions 19 through 36 in the standings, they could come in and steal a win as well. Because keep in mind, both races are for playoff points. So that's one thing you should keep in mind. Anyway, will this complicate the picture here today? Or how much will it, is going to be the big question. We're going to get an answer very soon. We're going to roll your intro, and we'll be back with your starting lineup here from Eldora in just a moment. You are watching the Gaming Collaboration Network, home of the Jello Cup Series.
Have ourselves another photo finish, and I believe this time the 43 Tim Randolph will win at Daytona.
The Lift National Series. Here we go. They make their way through turn 3 and 4. The pace car will peel off. And for the first time ever, the Lift National Series is green. Here at Daytona, the Hitachi Truck Series. And here we go. The pace truck is gonna peel off. And for the first time ever in GCN history, we have a truck series, and we are underway under the lights here at Daytona in Tuesday night heat. Start for us. Your GCN presentation starts right now. Here we go, the starting lineup. It'll be on the left-hand side of your screen. And you see only 22 trucks in this race. I believe we have 21 in the next race. There are no pit stops in this race because it's dirt track. There's really no pit lane. But Alexander Rowe, Daniel Bouchard, they'll lead us to the green. We're underway from Eldora. And you see Alexander Rowe, he gets out to the race lead early. That 09 really trying to hang on to second right now. Of course, you may have seen in your starting lineup, there were R's next to some of the drivers. Usually it indicates a rookie. It's going to indicate, obviously because it's season 1, this means that these are one race contract drivers. So it's very easy to indicate who the one race or one-off guys are. And Daniel Bouchard is one of them, running for Phoenix Racing. Of course, that team also in conjunction with Billy Ballou Motorsports. And they would love to make some noise here. Maybe show why they should have been a full-time team here in the Hitachi Truck Series. As he's going to come up here and try to put the pressure on Alexander Rowe. And keep in mind, Daniel Bouchard has not made a start in a GCN series before. So we really want to welcome him to our series. And hopefully he'll be a part of it in Season 2 of the Truck, Season 2 of Lift, and or Season 7 of the Gel Cup Series. And hell, even the IndyCar Series coming up very soon. Those signups will come in February, hopefully. Back here as well, I want to highlight as many of these one-off guys as I can. So there's Allison Rain in the number 19. She is also a one-race contract driver. So we want to welcome her. Hopefully we'll see her next season as well. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through because we got a lot of racing to go still. How about that 42 of Tony Green? He did run the GCN All-Star Showdown a few seasons ago, or last season rather. I believe this is his first start since, so he's not a first-time one-off driver. But we want to welcome Tony Green into the picture today. And I believe the final one in this race is Dexter Black in the number 87. Of course, his teammate Diego Yepes, as the caution flies. We got a pile up here. It's the 02 of Giorgio Stumu. He might have been responsible for this caution. Anyway, we're going to let them get this sorted out, and let's go see what happened. Engine issues for the 48 brings out the first caution. He just stops, you see there, in the middle of the racing groove. He really just can't get down. I'm wondering if he had another issue along with that, maybe some steering issues. A tough break for the 48, not the finish he's going to want in this race. Well, let's take you back to the green. Here we go, getting ready for the restart. The 48, it was a piston issue, a tough break for Austin Shaw. As the pace truck will peel off. It'll be Alexander Rowe, Daniel Bouchard, Max Anderson, Xavier Rain, and Trevor Collins. So we're back underway at Eldora. And keep this in mind for these guys. Not only, are these one-race contract drivers trying to win, they got nothing to lose. They got a lot to gain from this. As Alexander Rowe continues to lead, keep this in mind, as well as now we're at the halfway mark. This is, in a sense, a marquee event on the schedule that these guys are battling for. Okay, this is the Eldora Dirt Derby. This is a huge event. It is the only race on dirt this season. And I believe the first race on dirt ever in GCN history. So you know that there's a lot at stake in this race to prove who's the best dirt racer, because you never know, Season 7 could have a race on dirt in the higher series. But also with only 2 races to the playoffs for these guys after today, that's another thing these guys are battling for. They know this is crunch time. They know this is the time, it's go time. There's no more mistakes you can have going forward. You know, you can't wait till tomorrow, as Van Halen says. It's right now. Alexander Rowe did get a playoff point. I believe he's already won a race this season, if I'm not mistaken. So that really helps his case. And he may be on his way to another win. Of course, he's got to be saying, I wish I could get this in the Cup Series. Of course, there is no Cup races this weekend. We're here for 2 races. This one was 7 p.m. The next one is up at 9 p.m. So we got a little gap until the next race here at Eldora, which will feature the bottom 18 and some more. So it'll feature the bottom 18 and then some more one-off drivers. And then, of course, I believe after this we go to Canadian Tire and then Indy, and that'll wrap up the regular season before they take on Rockingham for the playoff opener. Yeah, of course, that weekend at Canadian Tire, that'll be a shared weekend with the Gel Cup Series. Gel Cup's next race will be on Wednesday at Nashville. The trucks will not go to Nashville. You can tell it's crunch time in all 3 series right now. As here comes Daniel Bouchard. He's starting to come into the picture. And how's about this for pressure for a one-off driver? Keep in mind, Daniel Bouchard, he is trying to challenge the Cup Series defending champion for a truck win. Talk about pressure. And the question is, if you're in one of these trucks where you're not running for a championship, how much respect do you show? Here, how much are you willing to press the issue? Because obviously you're not racing for anything, but you are racing for your future, in a sense. If you slip up, if you wreck someone like a defending champ in a series, that's respect lost right there. But he's got to get close enough to at least put the bumper to him. I don't think he's going to be able to get around him without that 2 to go. And you see, he really closes that gap this time. But he's just not able to do anything with it. He gets there and it's like, that's it. He just stalls out. But we're going to come to the white flag this time. It's going to be 1 lap of Race and Go presented by Mitchell's Memes. Does Daniel Bouchard have anything for Alexander Rowe? Through turns 3 and 4, it doesn't look like he will, but he's going to get a great result in his first race. Alexander Rowe, he's going to win at Eldora. And if he wasn't already in the playoff picture, this should solidify it. Congratulations to Alexander Rowe. But I think a lot of attention needs to go to the 42 and the 09. Our one-off drivers, they've done an excellent job in this race. Daniel Bouchard and Tony Green had great results. And heck, even Allison Rain, she got an 8th place finish, a good run for both of those teams here today. So we're not going to show you your point standings after this race. We will show you that after the second of our 2 Hitachi Truck Series races here, because we have Race B coming up very soon. So again, we won't show you your results and standings, or we will show you your results actually. There are your results: Alexander Rowe, Daniel Bouchard, Max Anderson, LJ Toledo, Tony Green, Trevor Collins, Xavier Rain, Allison Rain, Eric Faden, and Adam McKenzie. That is your top 10. And as you look on down the list, we want to thank you guys for watching. And we will see you in about, I'd say, an hour and a half, maybe a little bit more than that. But we'll see you in just a little bit for Hitachi Truck Series race number 14B from Eldora. Till then, enjoy the break.